Most people think the biggest challenge in the UK is finding a job, but it is not. Many people arrive thinking that once they secure employment, their future is safe. They focus on visas, rent, bills, and surviving the high cost of living. But sometimes the greatest danger to a migrant's future is not unemployment. It is one moment of uncontrollable anger. Let me tell you a story. It happened in a workplace in the UK. David moved to the UK with big dreams. Like many migrants, he secured a job with a company that sponsored his visa. Life wasn't perfect, but he was making an appreciable progress. For 3 years, he worked hard and built a good reputation. Then one afternoon, everything changed. It started with a little disagreement. One of his colleagues blamed him for a mistake during a project. But David knew he wasn't responsible. Of course, David tried to explain, but his colleague remained adamant, insisting that he caused it. In the process, David felt disappointed and angry, and the colleague was not helping matters. He said something that pushed David to the edge. Suddenly, David stood up aggressively, and his colleague did same. They started shouting at each other. From shouting, they started pushing each other, and the security was alerted. The incident lasted less than 1 minute, but that changed a whole lot in their lives. The company took a swift reaction by suspending both employees and launched an investigation. David constantly reminded the investigation panel that his colleague started it all. But the concern of the panel was workplace safety. They wanted to know why two employees decided to allow a disagreement to become a physical confrontation. Unfortunately, within weeks, both employees were dismissed. David couldn't believe it. 3 years of hard labor, hard work, excellence disappeared within a twinkle of an eye because of anger. Of course, his income diminished immediately, but the bills didn't stop coming, and life didn't stop. But getting another job became harder for David because he had to explain why he left his previous employer. Potential employers asked questions. References became complicated. Stress and anxiety increased. And, of course, his confidence ruptured. Then, reality became even more painful. A friend asked David a very thoughtful question. Was the argument worth it? And David had no answer. The argument solved nothing, but the job is gone. In UK, professionalism is not only about skills. It's not only about qualifications. It's not only about experience. It is also your ability to control yourself emotionally. Call it emotional control. The ability to stay calm when someone annoys you. The ability to stay professional when someone provokes you. The ability to walk away when your emotions are trying to take control. Many people see walking away as weakness, but in reality, walking away requires more strength than fighting. Anyone can react, but not everybody can exercise restraint. That is why many workplaces in the UK invest heavily in conflict resolutions, anti-bullying policies, and professional conduct standards. Employers are aware that one workplace confrontation can affect productivity, staff morale, company reputation, and employee safety. What surprises many newcomers is that physical violence is not the only problem. Threats can also create serious consequences. Statements such as, "Meet me outside," "You're gonna regret this," "I will deal with you later," might sound harmless to some people, but in so many workplaces, such statements can trigger investigations. Managers and HR departments are trained to take such statements seriously because employers would rather prevent a problem than react after someone gets hurt. This is the lesson. Protect your career. Do not allow a moment of anger to destroy you. Remember what you passed through before relocating. So many people are believing in you. So many people are waiting for your breakthrough. So why fall because of a moment of anger? Sometimes anger is triggered by pride. Do you know who I am? Why would I let him take it? Why would I let him win in this argument? Why would someone treat me as a trash? Think about where you're coming from and what you're going to lose in that moment of anger. You've got to protect the opportunities you worked hard to create. The sleepless night you had before you got that opportunity. The applications, all the expectations and prayers, if you believed in it, you've got to protect it. When conflict happens, when somebody gets you annoyed, you have to pause and reflect before you react. Learn to walk away. It is very important. When emotions rise, choose your words carefully. Only say things you wouldn't regret. Think deeply before you speak. When arguments become heated, please, I beg of you, walk away and you will not regret it. When you walk away, you report the matter through proper channels. A few moments of lack of self-control can push you into the valley. Your success story thwarted and nose-dived, sometimes redeemable. But a few moments of self-control can save you years of hard labor, years of hard work, years of commitment to success. Otherwise, you regret it. Why must you fight in the first place? Because sometimes the strongest thing one can do is not to win an argument. Now I want to ask you, do you think walking away from an argument at work is a sign of weakness or a sign of wisdom? Let me know in the comments. And thank you for always being there. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's take it to the next level together. We will all win. God bless you. Don't you ever abandon God in whatever you are doing in your life.